Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Well, yeah, I'm here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all.
Wow, I guess we really are in like this time now. We actually are here. That's crazy. It's gotten a lot bolder since the last administration, huh? There's more? Really? You're telling me that this video that I just paused 20 seconds into 50, you're telling me there's more in that?
If you don't, and by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Yeah, we're like we're in the like directly threatening the governor's state. Also, Chad from the Maine governor, see you in court. But yeah, man. Oh boy. We're just directly threatening governors now. Okay.
And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state has a responsibility to comply with Title IX. They have an obligation.
Remarkable. He loves states' rights except blue states. I never really liked rubbing Republicans' nose in the states' rights thing because they obviously never believed it ever. Again, it's like, you know, how you can't like it's not hypocrisy when their real principle is just you get whatever we want. You know? They don't care. Like, you're not rubbing their nose in anything. They're just laughing at you. Because you think that they care. It's the same thing with free speech. Yeah. It's like the free speech thing, right? Where it's like, oh wow, what happened to freedom of speech? Thought you cared about that. It's like, no, they didn't. They obviously didn't, and they never have. Like, why? Like, you're playing into their game by pretending that they had that principle to begin with. They have never cared about that. 2 days ago, Pritzker stated he's not going to obey the Trump administration until it starts complying with the Constitution, and made a call to action for people to fight the Trump amendment. Yeah, we'll see how things go, I guess. Jesus, though.
Comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
Really helps you reflect on just how weak the Democrats are, you know? Like, absolutely no power of the bully pulpit being employed at all. It's crazy. Call him a fat retard loser. That is a good argument. That is a good argument. I wonder, how long was the total, the governor's meeting? 1 second. This VOD is 1:17.
Here's me because he got 99 votes. So that's either unbelievably good.
Biden could not speak for this long, man.
Because he's in a talks about that whole mess. What a mess. That was another one that was done. He was ready to quit. He was going to be out. Marco, you know that better than anybody. Marco's been very staunch against what took place there. And we were going to have that in any form we wanted it. But Biden made them strong. It was Veterans Affairs. Doug Collins, I know Doug so well. Oh, where's Doug? Where's Doug? That voice during the Mueller hearings.
I assume most of this is just him entering the weave. At least he's the kind of senile where he's capable of talking. Biden could never. You going to talk about Trump taking over the USPS? I mean, it happened. We knew it was going to happen from the moment he won the election, right? So, I mean, I did talk about it, but like we already knew that was happening, right? The infamous weave, yeah. This is an update on Argentina. Congress voted against investigating Milei and the scam thing. Yeah, that's why I wasn't paying much attention to it. The hell is my computer mad at me for? Angry computer. You never know what these it's like women, you know? You never know what they want. Mute system sounds. Where the hell? You see Midas Touch beat out Joe Rogan? Yes. Hold on. System sounds 0. Get I still don't even know what that was. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we live in a dictatorship. That's probably not good.
That's beautiful. the 7 swing states, all 7 by a lot. And we won. When you build your...
So this is just like a normal Trump speech then? Like he's addressing the governors. He's at the governor's working session, but he's just doing the normal speech. Like he has one speech and he's just going to do it over and over. The only time he ever didn't do this speech was when he was glazing Elon, which really shows you how bought he is.
Your plant, which will be massive. These are massive plants. But when you build your plant, we're going to let them to 139. 3.5 million people aged 140 years old.
Okay, this is just repeating the Social Security thing. He looks super tired. Yeah, but we've been saying that for like 8 years. Who gives a shit at this point, right? Really thought he was losing it during the election? His hair or his wits? I mean, I guess in both cases true, but it doesn't really matter, right? He just has to repeat the same... He just has to repeat the same bit every time, you know? See if there's any additional context. Hold on, this is 2 minutes 28.
2 weeks ago, I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue because you'll never win another race. And it's just crazy. If you look at what happened with the boxing, if you look at what happened with the weightlifting numbers, where a record that hadn't been broken for 19 years got shattered.
Remember when he admitted that he didn't really care much about the trans issues and didn't understand why people went wild for it? He really shifted on that, huh?
You know, they put up an eighth of an ounce here, an eighth of an ounce there, and it's 218 pounds or whatever, a lot. And hadn't been broken in 19 years. And then guy walks up who transitioned. He transitioned, and he knocked out that record by about 100 pounds. That will be a record not going to be broken again in a long... So we put a ban on it, and to protect women. I mean, the women, if you watch the Olympics, you had 2 transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category, and if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even a...
It is crazy how being a chud makes you worse at athletics, you know? Like, Canada beat America in hockey, and we'll talk about that. That Italian who was buying into the right-wing propaganda about Iman Khalif got her ass beat. Also, she was a cis woman. Iman? Yeah, of course, but, like, when does that matter? Since when has that mattered?
It's just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die, and it's crazy.
Really compelling stuff.
But the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
There we go. Okay, that's the context leading up to the direct threat. Great stuff. W trans woman. But it wasn't a trans woman. I mean, Khalif is a cis woman. She just has like a mannish face, probably because her job is to get punched in the face. You try not having a mannish face when your job is getting punched in the face. It's schizo, Substance Soda. Don't even need to read it. Remarkable.
Studied agriculture. She knows everything about it, and she's going to be a fantastic secretary, and you'll do something with the eggs, because I'm hearing so much about eggs. You'll figure it out. You got to figure something out fast. But and we inherited all of the problems. You know, at some point, a few months down the road, we won't be able to say it's so much us. But the big things, really, we can blame other people for, to allow...
Incredible stuff. Literally, inflation only started ticking back up after the election. I thought the egg prices were going to come down. What happened? You're not supposed to say that out loud. Yeah, you are supposed to put up a little bit more of a show about why the bad things that started happening under your reign were the fault of the previous administration, you know? Just a little bit more.